Have you ever had that feeling? You've studied English for years, you know tons of words, but the second you're in a real conversation, you just feel lost? It's super frustrating, I know. But what if I told you the answer isn't about learning more words? What if it's about learning to see them?
Right? This is the exact problem. You can have a massive vocabulary, you can pass all the tests, but when it comes to just chatting, it feels like you're always one step behind the rhythm. Something is missing. So, what is it?
Well, check this out. 80%. That's how much of everyday spoken English is built on really simple, common verbs. We're talking about words like get, make, put, come. The real magic, and the real confusion, starts when these simple verbs team up with little words like up, or across, or through.
And this brings us to the real issue. It's probably not your vocabulary that's the problem. It's the method you were taught. We're all told to just translate things, right? Look up a word, find the matching word in your language. But for conversational English, this is a total trap. Honestly, your dictionary might be leading you astray.
Okay, here's a perfect example. You look up arrive, and it says to reach a place. Then you look up get to, and the dictionary says, well, pretty much the exact same thing. So they must be interchangeable, right? Wrong. And if you use them that way, you'll sound technically correct, but you won't sound natural. That's the translation trap, right there.
So, to get out of this trap, we need a totally new way of thinking. It's time to stop translating words and start visualizing the picture behind them. We're going to toss out that old text dictionary and start building a new one in our heads, one that's made of images. Let's call it the visual method. All it means is that instead of memorizing a definition, you look at the parts of a phrase and see what picture they paint. What's the core feeling of get? What's the image of to? When you put those pictures together, you get a much, much deeper meaning than any single word can give you.
All right, let's put this into practice right now. We're going to solve our little arrive versus get to puzzle. Just watch how thinking in pictures makes that hidden difference between them totally obvious.
First up, arrive. The mental picture for arrive is completely static. It's like dropping a pin on a map. Boom, you're here. It's a statement of fact. It doesn't care about the flight, or the traffic, or the long walk it took to get there. It's only about that one final point, the destination.
But now, let's picture get to. The word get is all about movement, action, and process. To just gives it a direction. So get to isn't a pin on the map, it's the whole dotted line showing the path you took to get there. It holds all the effort, the travel, the whole dynamic process of reaching that point.
So, here it is, the big difference. Arrive focuses on the fact. It's static and a bit more formal. Think of a train announcement. The train will arrive at platform 9. But get to is all about the process. It's dynamic, it's conversational. You'd ask a friend, hey, what time did you get to the party? See? Journey versus destination. That's the code.
Once you start seeing English this way, you can't stop. It's like a key that unlocks so many other confusing phrases. So come on, let's add a few more pictures to our new visual dictionary.
Okay, what about get across? Don't think explain. Instead, picture your idea on one side of a canyon and the other person's mind is on the other side. To get your idea across means you have to build a bridge so your idea can travel over it safely. That's what it feels like when you finally get your point across.
Or how about get through? Imagine a really difficult week at work is like a long, dark tunnel. To get through it means you have to just keep moving, keep pushing forward, until you finally see the light at the other end. It's such a powerful image for overcoming a challenge. And come up with. Picture your mind as a deep lake, and your ideas are down at the bottom. When you come up with a plan, it's like one of those ideas suddenly shoots up from the depths and breaks the surface where everyone can finally see it.
You see, this isn't about memorizing another list of rules. It's about changing the way you interact with the language itself. It's about being less of a student and more of an artist. So let's do a quick recap. First, always remember that 80% of conversation hangs on these super simple verbs. Second, you've got to ditch the direct translation habit and start thinking in core images. Get is movement. Through is overcoming an obstacle. And up is about something new appearing.
If you walk away with just one thing today, let it be this. Learning English isn't really about studying. It's about drawing a picture in your head. And trust me, that mental picture is going to stick with you way longer than any boring old definition.
Kind of changes everything, doesn't it? The next time you hear a phrase you don't recognize, don't automatically reach for a dictionary. Just pause for a second and ask yourself, what's the picture here? So, I'll leave you with this. What picture are you going to draw next?